All Blacks versus Wallabies, Bledisloe Cup, round 2. And still a chance for most teams to win this rugby championship. Okay, All Black squad first up. Tamaiti Williams, Cody Taylor, Fletcher Newell. Pretty solid front row right there. Actually, isn't that the Crusaders front row right there? Another Crusader to chuck into the mix. Scott Barrett at 4. Tupavati at 5. No big surprises. Simon Parker at 6. Adi Saver at 7. Peter Lakai starting at 8. So, good change there. Potentially good change. Wallace Satiti's looked... Well, not his 2024 self. Wallace Satiti has looked... just a little underdone, a little under par, not quite at the level that he was presenting with last year. So probably good to give him a chance to freshen up, come off the bench, and give Peter Lakai a well-earned start. He played very well last week off the bench, and he's always played well. Yep, this will be his 4th game, I think, 4th or 5th game. Cam Roygaard, obviously, yay. Damien McKenzie, back in the driver's seat with Bodie having an injury. In the centres, Geordie Barrett and Quinn Tupaya. So yeah, he made it. Now, I'm a big fan of Quinn Tupaya. Big fan. Ever since that awful injury that he got from Swain. It was like 4 years ago. Broke his leg. Awful tackle right on the knees. Yeah. He's made it back. Battled his way back through injury and, man, the mental battle that you must go through to come back from that type of injury. You know, it looked career ending. So congratulations, Quinn Tupaya. You've made it back into the starting 15. Wearing number 13. So unfamiliar position. How is he going to go? Time will tell. I feel like 12 and 13 don't have too big a difference in their style anymore necessarily. Both have to distribute, both have to defend hard. It's going to be a big job up against Suali'i, but Quinn Tupaya is a big guy, big strong man himself, and he can carry. Hell, he can carry. So let's see how that matchup goes. More matchups and more changes from Razor. At 11, Lester Fainga'anuku. Now, he hasn't played for the All Blacks since the 2023 World Cup quarterfinal v Ireland. Yeah, he's back. He's been playing centre a lot in France, but he's back and he's on the wing. And, well, that's going to be great. Well, this guy's got a boot as well, a big left boot, if I recollect correctly. So he can kick. He's obviously a block-busting carrier. He's a gain line maker, for sure. He'll carry a couple of bodies and get over the gain line. His defense and his turnaround get back to retrieve the ball were probably some weaker points. So let's see how that's gone while he's been away in France, working with different defensive patterns. Yeah, maybe his game's sharpened up. They're certainly putting some faith in him. They've rushed him in, got him through quickly. Thanks, New Zealand Rugby. I don't know what system they work with or what playbook they work with. It seems to be just whatever they want to do, they do at the end of the day. So what are the rules? Who knows? But welcome back, Lester Fainga'anuku. And on the other wing, Leroy Carter. Yep, the speedster. He played very well. Both games he has played with tenacity and enthusiasm, carried very hard. Made some spot tackles, taking on guys twice his size, sometimes literally, and doing very well out there. So good on Leroy Carter, keeping that thing going. Will Jordan at 15. I feel like Will Jordan hasn't been Will Jordan so far this year. Or maybe it's just in the last couple of games. Maybe he just hasn't been allowed to be Will Jordan. Yeah, anyway. Jordan at 15, I place a lot of faith in that young man. He'll be great. Off the bench, Sami Tauke Aho, George Bauer, Basilio Tossi. Big, solid, great front row. Yeah, obviously we've got a couple of injuries, so we're back to this situation, but I don't feel like we lose too much. You know, I'm feeling like Tyrell Lomax is still a little bit off the boil. Ethan de Groot, very good, but I feel okay. Feel okay about this. Patrick Lupilotto off the bench, boom, boom. Wallace Atiti off the bench, boom, boom. That's firepower. Happy about that. Very happy about that. Kotis Ratima, he'll come on, close that game out. He plays very well. And, you know, 20, 30 minutes, no problem from that guy. I know he only got 3.5 last week, and that's because Roygaard needed to be on. Scored the try to secure the win for that game. Rico Ioane on the bench. Welcome back to the 23. Well deserved, I think. He can cover, you know, centre, wing, outside backs, probably 12 at a push as well. And Ruben Love will cover 10 and 15, and good for him. That guy's got so much talent, so much talent. He needs more opportunities. I'm really, really hoping that he gets more opportunities. What I like about this lineup from Razor, some fresh blood, some fresh legs, some energy. So far, we haven't been able to put 2 big games in a row together. And I feel sometimes like the guys are losing the hunger. Too many opportunities. You got to earn the number on your back. You got to earn it. So yeah, let a few of these other young fellas and returning guys, give them a chance. Make those holding their positions earn their positions, because we're being out-passioned on the field. That to me tells of a hint of complacency. Scott Barrett back at captain, by the way. So let's see what kind of influence he has. Fabian Holland having a rest. I think he needs it. Yeah, he's played a lot of minutes. And I'm okay with the locks being rotated and looked after. I think that's absolutely fine. No problems there. Backline needed to shake up. I'm liking the look of this backline. Yeah. I feel like it's got firepower, it's got energy, and it's got some guys who just want it. They want it. Now, let's see how much they want it, because Perth, Wallabies, that's going to be hard. That is going to be hard. And we all know most teams are really struggling to put 2 wins together in this rugby championship so far this year. Plenty to play for, including at number 1, James Slipper. 150 tests. Dude. Legend. Absolute legend. Okay. 2, Billy Proctor. 3, Alan Ala brings a lot of experience to that front row. Nick Frost and Will Skelton, the locking pair. Yep, that big beast of a man is back. Let's see how he goes. And let's see how the All Blacks go up against him. That'll be very interesting. Will he bring just enough mongrel to get the Wallabies across the line? 6, Tom Hooper. 7, Fraser McWright. And Captain Harry Wilson at 8. Harry Wilson, he's one of those guys. He's like an old school rugby player. He doesn't look like the modern athlete. He doesn't look like he should be as good as he is. But man, he carries hard. He's fast for a big dude. He almost looks like he has a beer belly. Awesome. Awesome. Love the way he plays the game. Now at 9, Jake Gordon. And he's partnered up with Tane Edmed at 10. Whoo! Like, I really like Jake Gordon. I rate his game at half for sure. Tane Edmed at 10. He's got game. I'd say he's inconsistent. And he's young, obviously. He's only got 3 tests under his belt. So it's going to be interesting how he goes up against D-Mac. At 11, Filippo Dangunu gets a chance to start the game. 12, Len Ikitau. And 13, Joseph Aukoso Suali'i. Now, I think Len Ikitau was probably the best centre around at the moment. In the Rugby Championship, at least. And that's going up against Geordie Barrett. Jesse Creel, Damian Dialende, yeah, and the Argentinian guys. But man, Len Ikitau, his carries are phenomenal. He just doesn't seem to miss defensively. He can turn up anywhere over the park. He plays with the forwards. He plays with the backs. it's going to be a big job to shut down that centre pairing at home, Perth. Harry Potter, weaving some magic at 14, as well as Matt Jorgensen at 15. They've got pace, they've got power, they've got size, and they've got a real hunger about the Aussie team at the moment. Maybe something I haven't seen in them for a while. If the Aussies get a start, it feels like they're going to win every game they play because they finish so strong. They come back against everything. They've got that tenacity. They've got that fire to fight for the 80 minutes. So, as an All Black fan, I'll be hoping that the first 20 is All Black. Because if it's gold, I don't see us winning the game. I honestly don't. I can see Australia closing this out if they get a start at home. Yeah, it's going to be very, very tough. I never count the All Blacks out, ever, but it's going to be very tough. Now, on the bench, Josh Nasser, Tom Robertson, Daniela Tupou. Little mixture of new and old there, but Daniela Tupou coming off the bench is probably a good thing. Impact, he brings a lot of impact. Jeremy Williams and Rob Valentini. There's a little bit more size and power coming home to roost. That's going to be a big job to shut down. Him coming off the bench with a few tired people trying to defend. Well, it could be him and Satiti who's going to do better as a wrecking ball off the bench. Yeah. Ryan Lonigan, halfback, coming off the bench. He did all right last week. He had a couple of nervy moments early on, but then he seemed to settle and he was okay. Okay. Not so bad for a first test. So let's see how he goes. Test number 2. James O'Connor. Oh, man. Geez, highs and lows so far this year. You are such a good player. Awesome player. One of the best I've ever seen. So talented, could play anywhere on that back line. But nightmare last week. Nightmare. So I wish you all the best. I hope you come back and play great off the bench because you're an awesome player, man. That was a shocker last week. And Josh Fluke to round that out. Yeah, but yeah, it's quite inexperienced in that back line coming off the bench, except for James O'Connor. Woo! It's exciting. It's exciting. I know the Bledisloe is locked out, but the Rugby Championship is wide open. It's wide open, so let's go, man. I don't know. I don't know. If I have to pick who's going to win, if I were a betting man, taking all emotion and bias out of it, I would put my money on Australia at home. And the only reason the All Blacks could do this instead of their usual failure to fire 2 weeks in a row is because they got some new energy who are out there. And if they're hungry enough, then they'll finally do it. Let's see how we go. Let's go!